Drip irrigation is very simple, and also it's a very effective way of watering your plants. You can put the amount of water you want, where you want it, and when you want it, and you can do it very easily. As far as what you need to get started, tool-wise, a pair of pliers and a pair of garden clippers is all you really need. You have to buy equipment, starting with a timer, which really is optional, but I recommend it. The timer goes onto the hose bib. Then comes a filter, especially if you have a home well that might not have a good filtration system like the commercial systems do. Then comes a pressure reducer, because drip runs at a very low pressure, approximately 15 pounds of water pressure. Then you have the connectors that go into what we call the mainline tubing, the half-inch mainline tubing. The tubing needs to be connected in various ways. You have a T, you can have a valve. If you make a mistake, you have a connector where you connect the bad segments. At the end, I recommend having a drainage system, so in the winter you can drain all the water out of the tubing. Just put the tubing on there, and you have to push hard and turn. Come on, get with it. That's pretty good. Now all you do is turn this like that. You can just keep going. Yeah. That tightens it. There. That's how you make a connection. If the connection isn't tight enough, the first time you turn the system on,
the water will come out here.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. So you can understand that. That is the basics of using mainline tubing. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of where do you want the water and how much do you want. So in that line of thought, we will turn to emitters. I put an example of some up here. The usual emitter is 1 gallon an hour. It is often necessary to get an emitter, let's say 2 gallons an hour, maybe half a gallon an hour. You might want one that sprays in a small circle, or an emitter that sprays in a larger circle. It's just what is your need for the particular plant, how much area do you want, and how much water delivered to that area. All right, Pamela, just punch it and it should make a popping sound. That's a girl. Okay, now this is a connector which will fit into the mainline tubing and will connect to 1/4-inch tubing, and onto the 1/4-inch tubing. After she inserts it, again, it should pop. There you go. We will put an emitter on the end of this particular emitter sprays in a half circle over a radius of approximately 18 inches. Now this, I think you can figure out how to do it, Pam. Great.
Easy.
Now you can go home and supervise your husband. All right. I'll just, by way of commentary, say that you can have a longer 1/4-inch tubing that can come up onto a stake. If you have a greenhouse, you can have a mister. You can have tubing that emits continuously throughout its length, and that comes in various sizes, 1/4-inch or what they call tape.
So I'm really enthusiastic about doing this now, Larry. Where do I go and buy all these pieces?
Well, the local hardware stores is a very good place to start.